Don't get unbalanced. When you see him, give him a right. Give him a right. Give him a right.
That's his uncle.
Watch this knockdown. Watch this knockdown. Goes with the hook. Thought everything reserved. There you are. You just can't move backwards with your hands down. There you are.
Huge left hook from Miguel Cotto.
Hook, hook, all night long. It comes so natural to Cotto, you got to make certain that you're not in position to get caught with that hook. Most natural punch he has.
Malignaggi comes out, lands the first punch. Didn't seem to bother Cotto at all. Will Malignaggi get discouraged by that very fact? By Brooklyn, New York, unbeaten in 21 fights. 40-9 as an amateur, U.S. National Amateur Champ in 2001, Golden Gloves Champ.
He's very smart, though. When Cotto steps back just a little bit, he's waiting for that opportunity, and he steps in with right hand.
And he's quick to do so.
Yeah, he does it quickly.
Push out, boy. That's it.
A lot quicker than the fighters Cotto has been in with.
Yeah, but I'll say this about Malignaggi. It's got to be a very bad feeling to know you can't hurt the other guy and the other guy can hurt you. Because that's already been established.
Solid left jab from Cotto. Malignaggi landing punches, as you say, they're just having no effect on Cotto. And of course, in theory, if he lands enough, he can win the fight. Those last two blocked neatly by the good defense of Cotto there.
And that's what you want to do when you're fighting a puncher. Make him relax. You hurt me. I can't hurt you. And you build up rounds. You build up the point system. He's not hurt, but he loses.
Round 3 scheduled for 12. This WBO Junior Welterweight Championship bout. 140 pounds. Cotto knocked out Gianluca Branco in March of this year. 8th round TKO in his last outing in Bayamon, Puerto Rico.
I like what Cotto is doing. He's landing big shots, but he goes right back to the body methodically. He stays around that body with the left hook.
And the thing about Cotto, George, is that he generally gets stronger as the fight goes on. So that doesn't bode well for Malignaggi. If Cotto's only going to get better from here, that makes Malignaggi's task that much more difficult.
Malignaggi using his feet effectively there.
No punch, no punch.
Malignaggi is a survivor, though. He still believes he's in the fight. He brings his jab up from his hip.
He's quick enough to do it. Not too many guys can do that.
Now talking to him.
He's a tough kid. There's no doubt about that.
No
I'm talking about Malignaggi.
Yeah, they both are. But, you know, he's got more to prove in that department just because he's known as a light hitter, the speedy boxer, and Cotto's known as the guy with a big punch, can take you out at any time. And Malignaggi is determined to show that he can stand there with him. Well, that remains to be seen, but he's sure giving it an effort to this point. Jorge Posada at the fight tonight. I mean, this is a New York night. It could not be any bigger. Yankees catcher here. And he is hanging with other supporters, no doubt, of Cotto, we guess, but we can't be sure of that. Here's Polly's corner. Let's hear what they're saying to him. Now that cut is opened up wider. It'll be tougher for them to staunch the bleeding now. That may in fact be a second cut below the original one, because it appears to me to be lower than the original one. So all kinds of problems for Malignaggi and his corner as we go into round number 4.
The biggest problem of all, Tim, is that Cotto is just too strong for him right now and knows that he can't be hurt.
Well, he knows that he can't be hurt. 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 He knows that he can
And the one thing that can happen for Malignaggi, Cotto could get too overconfident, leave himself open coming in, and get dropped himself.
Boy, wouldn't that be a mistake?
You run into a shot. You don't have to be a hard puncher. You meet the guy's head at the same time as the punch delivered, you can get him.
No punch. No.
It was just a year ago, Cotto won here against Muhammad Abdullayev. The guy had beaten him at the Olympic Games. He avenged that in a professional match. And the next day was a grand marshal in the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So that was a low blow there.
It was a left hook to the body. It was good.
Was it above the belt, George?
Yeah.
I think it was right on the belt.
There's no warning from the referees.
No, there was not. So evidently it was.
This doesn't prove anything.
Well, I'm giving Steve Smoker the benefit of the doubt there.
He's a terrific referee.
He's good.
Stay up.
Cotto is going to that body, vicious fashion. Look at that combination.
You know, and you have to give Cotto credit for not going crazy after that eye. You know, a lot of guys would just go right-hand crazy now trying to finish it up by opening their cut up a little bit wider.
Those are a couple of good lefts there from Malignaggi that actually straightened him up for the first time. Stopped his forward progress.
Malignaggi, if he can just get comfortable and relax, he can set his defense. He can cause some problems. He just started off on the right foot the other night, slugging and pulling and wrestling.
George, did you ever have a fight where something catastrophic happened to you right in the opening seconds?
No.
It's got to be very difficult to get yourself back together.
Yeah, when a guy hits you and you hear the bells go off in you a couple times, it's hard to get straight, but I figured if I didn't get knocked out, I can keep doing it. Because I didn't have a strategy anyway in most of my fights. I just wanted to...
Oh, you had a strategy.
Just knock out.
That's right.
But this guy, Malignaggi, is courageous, just started off on the wrong foot.
Well, he's had to alter his game plan entirely, being concerned about that cut. But this is not the way that I would not expect that he would be wanting to fight Cotto in the early rounds.
Cotto is playing the clown game. You don't want to get into that.
Well, Malignaggi has thrown a lot more punches than Cotto has, and there's case that can be made. The effective punches have been Cotto's. But, if you're only going to score the number of hits, well, who knows?
Then you're scoring amateur boxing.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying all things are possible in judging. Let's go to the corner.
You're absolutely right, especially in this building.
Some things are impossible.
Well, I was